What's up, y'all? It's Fitz from fatherflex.com. Today we're going to be reacting to a video of Shannon Sharpe pretty much calling Candace Owens out. I was scrolling through YouTube, saw this video, and wanted to get my reaction. It's always interesting to react to these type of videos because I don't particularly look at Shannon Sharpe as someone who's involved in politics or someone who speaks on these issues in a very articulate way. So it's always interesting to see what I would consider entertainers who are in the entertainment space try to get a little clout off of, talking politics and trying to, dive into that realm. But before we get into it, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell notification. Check out fatherflex.com, 20% off all gear right now. Free shipping. Go check out fatherflex.com if you want to be a father. If you're looking to be a father who's healthy for their family, go check out the gear. Thank you. But let's get into it. Let's see what Unc got to say. What is Unc talking about?
People in our community forget that they're black. And they try to appease a group of people that's probably never going to embrace them. And once they realize that...
So, people in our community forget that they're black. What does that mean? What does that mean? Because I've heard that before. You forget you're black. What I take it to mean when he's talking about Candace Owens is that Candace Owens, for those of you who don't know, is a conservative. She speaks pretty much on conservative talking points. That's her thing. So she supports Donald Trump. She pretty much holds black people to the fire and says black culture is dying and that black culture is degenerate and that black culture teaches black people, things that are not good for them, which I tend to agree with. Right? And make sure you go check out some of my other videos where I talk about black culture. And I'm going to be creating more content on black culture and how I think black culture is dying. It's not what it needs to be or used to be, and how we can pretty much upgrade for the future. But I think that Shannon Sharpe should stay out of the politics game. He has not brought anything to the table when it comes to articulating any type of plan for black people. I watched him on live television, get hoed by a white man. Told him to put your glasses back on, disrespected that man, and he held his tongue. He was face to face with the same people that he says Candace Owens is trying to appease. What is he doing? But let's see. Let's see what he's saying.
Guess who's the first group to take him back?
I don't know her.
Now Miss Owens, I don't want no black pilots, I don't want this, I don't want that. And now we can't keep off our black media stations. When before she gave us her butt to kiss. Now
let's stop right there. So it's cool to have rappers who talk about killing on black media. It's cool to have, I think Shannon Sharpe's biggest interview was of Cat Williams on his platform talking about other black people. It's cool to have the gossip and the entertainment aspect of black culture on black media, black platforms. But God forbid someone who has a different political ideology than mainstream black consciousness, they're not allowed on black media. It's interesting because when I hear Candace Owens talk the way she talks and call out the black community, I don't look at it as her turning her back on the black community. I look at it as she has an angle, right? There's a need in the marketplace for people that are calling out the black community, holding us accountable, and ultimately coming up with different solutions than the ones that we're used to. And so when I see Candace Owens getting more hate than rappers talking about literally killing other black people and selling drugs in the black community and doing these other things, and they're welcome on these media shows and these media platforms, it makes me think that this type of shit is a joke. This type of shit's a joke because, especially coming from Shannon Sharpe, who doesn't really talk politics. Whenever his guests come on, he doesn't really challenge them on anything. He gives a softball interview. Let's be real. Let's keep it real. I like Shannon Sharpe's content. I rock with it. But he's not the guy that holds people to the fire. He's not the guy that that questions people on important issues. He's not going to challenge people on things. He's not going to do that. So for him to step into that realm right here and almost like, a gossipy type of mentality or presence, I don't rock with. Like, if you're going to be out of politics, be out of politics. Don't criticize somebody else's perspective and stuff when you're not putting your own forward because you want to be politically correct and protect your image at ESPN and all this other stuff. Let's be real.
I'm lying about speaking out of turn, people. Y'all correct me. But y'all know I'm telling the truth. Candace has given y'all her butt to kiss for 2 decades. In the moment.
I want to correct that. Candace Owens, I think she's only like 33, 34. She has not been doing this for 2 decades, for 20 years. That means that she would have been doing this when she was 14. I don't think that that's accurate, but I get what he's saying.
What they doing? They can't fire me. They can't fire me. The hell you say? Now look at her.
It's not her fault.
Whose fault is it? Oh, no. Let's not take that blame.
That let her back in.
Huh?
The spaces that let her back in.
Oh, okay. People in our community forget that they're black.
See, I have a problem with this because all she's done is share a different political perspective, and it's the media itself that runs with that perspective and makes black people believe that if you parrot anything outside the Democrat Party, that you are not black. We will go do your research. Any black person who's not a Democrat is labeled as like an Uncle Tom, a sellout, and all these other things. And I think Shannon Sharpe went through something similar, where he was all up on Fox, I believe it was the Undisputed Show. He got into it with the white person, and then he wanted to come back and embrace the black community and be on the ESPN with Stephen A. Smith and all this other stuff. But it's like, why wasn't you wasn't Shannon Sharpe has never been, in my opinion, the blackity black. He's not that. So it's just interesting that, when you don't share your own political perspective and you're not sitting here trying to grasp with these complicated ideas and complicated situations and problems in the world, but you have all the smoke for somebody like Candace Owens that is doing it, I just can't respect that, because you're not even in that lane, bro. You're not in the politics lane. You don't talk about serious issues. So stick to entertainment. Stick to entertaining us. Stick to giving us the interviews. But when you try to dive deep, like, you're not even talking about any issues. You're not talking about any issues that she said. You're not saying any arguments that you agree with or disagree with. You're not bringing any value to that conversation. All you're doing is talking down on a black woman who's at least attempting to address some of the issues and problems. Maybe she doesn't get them all right in your perspective. That's cool. But I don't think we should put down other people just because they have a different perspective. This is common in our community. Anytime you have someone that thinks outside the box or that's a conservative, mainstream black entertainers, mainstream black celebrities like to attack that person and like to put them down, and they become the black people that aren't with it. You know what I'm saying? They become the black people that aren't with it. But let's be real. Let's be real, Shannon. I think that from what I remember, you date white women. And I'm not saying I have a problem with it, but some would consider you to be, not on our team in a way for that. Just for that. So it's like we have a community and a culture that picks and chooses when to consider someone black and when somebody turn their back on us and all this other foolishness. At the end of the day, if you're going to step into the political realm and start talking about somebody's not black or she forgot she was black, at least present an argument for what they said and what you agree with or disagree with. The issue is that, like I said, in the black community, when you don't parrot the narrative from the Democrat Party, you are considered a sellout. And so, Shannon Sharpe, I would advise you to look into the things that she's actually saying. Don't just read the media stories. Look into what she's saying. And if you want to have her on your platform, maybe have her on your platform so that you can address some of the issues, and we could get, you know, a hardball interview where you go in, there's kind of some tension and you asking hard questions, and let's see you interview somebody that you disagree with. Let's see you interview somebody on some, you know, on some real value stuff, to where you can put your perspective out there and see, you know, if it's valuable or if it makes sense, if it's logical, all that stuff. But, you know, talking and getting into politics when that's not even your lane or what you do, it just seemed like you're reaching, with all due respect. But that's my perspective on it. Let me know what y'all think in the comment section. I know this video is a little older. I'm just seeing it right now. But let me know what y'all think in the comment section. Is Shannon Sharpe out of place? Does he have a point? Did Candace Owens forget that she was black? Let me know what y'all think. Like I said, go check out fatherflex.com if you want to get gear, workout gear, fitness gear, leisure gear, and be stylish at the same time. Also, subscribe to the channel. I'll see y'all next time. Appreciate y'all. My name is Fitz.